Man, it's raining out. It's not bad, it's just a sprinkle, but I wasn't really expecting that at all. But, oh, everyone's up now, and we're just about to start making breakfast. It's about 8 o'clock in the morning, so gotta get packed up here pretty soon and trudge on. Today's our big push. Okay, so morning of day 2, we're sitting right around 9:50 in the morning. We're about to take off for O'Calkins Lake, which today is going to be the biggest push. But essentially what we're doing is we are going to be going from right here at Bourne Lakes all the way up Warm Springs Creek Trail, up Slate Creek Trail, the Iron Basin, into O'Calkins Lake right here. And that's where we're planning on calling home for the night. So really not sure of the terrain. Like, this is the least bit of trail that we were able to research and really find out a whole lot of information about. So we'll be taking off here in probably 10 or 15 minutes to do that. Yeah, it began raining, everything is soaked, and hopefully it kind of goes away later. So it'll be a good hike. Yikes. Okay, so we just came to the junction, not even 5 minutes from our camp at Bourne Lakes, and we are heading this way on the Warm Springs Creek Trail 671 to make for O'Calkins Lake. So we're about 1.5 miles in on the Warm Springs Creek Trail, and it's not a torrential downpour yet, but it's raining pretty well, and it's coming down consistently, and so everything is soaked. So kind of hoping it lets up, but on the same hand, you know, for all the wildfires we have going on around here, it's going to be really great for that, and can't really complain on that note. So we're just gonna go and just keep going. So nope. All right. Woo!
That's pretty good. It's like once you hit that rock, you got to move through.
Yep.
It. Keep moving. All right.
A lot of snags. Yep, so the mouth of Iron Basin
It's right there.
through all these snags. And
right as that comes down.
Yep.
Okay.
So we've gone just a little over 5 miles, about 5.25 miles, I'd say, since we left this morning. We've been going for about 4 hours or so, and we just kind of came to this little meadow, and we're gonna have lunch. It's about 2 o'clock right now, and we probably have the best water access of Warm Springs Creek right there before we actually start climbing, because our next objective, if you will, our goal is we got to start climbing to get into the mouth of Iron Basin and then take it straight up, that's kind of north, if you will, up to Iron Basin. And that's our next goal. So we're gonna stop here, have lunch, refill our water bottles, and just kind of take 5. But if you guys make it down here, this might be a really good place to camp too. So far, this is where we've gone. 4th of July Creek Trailhead right here. Yesterday we took the trail all the way to Bourne Lakes right here, which is where we camped last night. This morning we left around 10 o'clock. We've taken the trail so far all the way right here to Warm Springs Creek. And we're hoping to catch this trail, which we've read and researched is hard to find. We're going to take it all the way up to Iron Basin is our plan. And then we're hoping to get down into Ocalkins. What we've read and researched is that there's a campsite up here somewhere with a nice view, that if we can't make it down into Ocalkins, then we'll end up taking that for the night. That's our plan. Okay, so we just came to the mouth of the Iron Basin, and everything that we've researched, maps, GPSs, everything we read before doing this trip said that there's a junction literally right here with a trail that goes straight up. And also what we've researched and read is that there's no junction and no trail right away. So basically what we're going off of is our paper map saying that there's a main trail to the right of the stream, which is dry. And so we're gonna start up this grassy knob, and there's a hill kind of right back here that we're thinking the trail might be on right up there. So
Take it wide.
today is the push. So today's definitely the longest day, but so far since we left Bourne Lakes today, we've gone just under 6 miles. So, and we started at 10 o'clock. It's almost 3, so we've been going for about 5 hours. So now we've got some bushwhacking to do. Got to try to get up the Iron Basin, the mouth of the Iron Basin, and up to it. So that's what we're doing now, and we're on our way. So Bob found the trail way up. We were definitely too far north, if you will, and we should have just stayed a little more south on the trail and found it. It's a really hard trail to find. So if you make it to the dry bed, the dry creek bed, you're too far. So the trail definitely is more over this way. So we're just doing a bunch of side hilling right now, trying to get up to the main trail. Routing is definitely tough, and you need to know where you are and need to know your way. Here it is. And it's raining again. Man, this is a push. I don't think we'll make it to Ocalkins tonight, but our plan is if we can get further up the trail and into Iron Basin, then there should be a small meadow with sagebrush, which is what we've read on a blog post. A couple guys who did this it's like 10, 12 years ago, or 5, 6, 7, I don't know, a while back. Oh man, but it should open up. Just hoping it doesn't torrentially downpour on us, because there's nowhere around here to set up camp. So this sucks. Trail's hard to find. And now we're just trying to find somewhere to camp. We are getting soaked. Okay, so it's dumping rain. We just found this little tree cover area where we might just drop our packs for the night and just try to set up camp the best way that we can. So we do have a small stream down below for water, so we're gonna go down, take a look, because it does look like there might be a little open area on the GPS and in the map, but we don't know unless we go down. And so Bob and I are gonna go take a look, at least fill up our water bladders, and come back up here and make a final decision. But we'll see what we got.
Also, I'd like to make it up the rest of the way too, but
this rain is
I'm just
terrible.
not sure for the rain.
Yep. Well, we'll settle in at our spot and continue tomorrow. Well, this definitely wasn't what we were expecting today. We are all just completely soaked. You know, when we left for this trip, there was no rain in the forecast at all. And I guess it just goes to show that conditions can change snap of a finger. And we're sitting right at around 9,000 feet elevation now. And now we just got to figure out a way to set camp out. So, but in total, we went about 7.9 miles today.
Where are you thinking about going?
And we'll continue tomorrow. Here's our little setup here. As flat as we can make them. Oh, it's starting to get chilly. Just everything is wet. So tonight for dinner we're having the Barilla red lentil spaghetti and pasta sauce. We're all just like trying to stay warm. We got all of our tents set up. Just kind of making dinner. Okay, so we got our spaghetti. Just gonna open the bag, pour them in. Okay, so spaghetti's cooked. Just left a little bit of water down at the bottom. And here we've got some tomato powder with oregano, basil, parsley, and garlic salt. Dump her in. Mix her up here. Alright, a little Olive Garden Parmesan. Homemade spaghetti on the trail.